All right, y'all, welcome. It is that time. It's the Wednesday night open mic right here happening now. How's everybody feeling? You guys doing good?
Doing real good.
Thank you. You may respond. This is a dialogue. It is not a monologue. All right. Let's talk about who we have here. My Friends Podcast. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Robert. Nice to meet you guys.
Robert. Robert, did you want to do some time tonight?
Yes, please, if I could.
Yeah, sometimes people just want to watch, so I just was curious. And Robert, where are you located today?
Los Angeles, California.
All right, LA. We're going to be going back to in-person classes in LA here pretty soon, so keep an eye out for those. And we have Leroy. You again. Leroy, you stalking me?
I'm stalking you. I'm stalking you.
Leroy, I'm going to put you a little bit towards the end of the show. You're like always the first person here, so I put you first, but it's hard to follow all your penis jokes.
I know. So put me at the end because I want to get behind everybody.
There you go. All right. Akua, are you still in Georgia?
Yes, I am.
All right. How are you feeling tonight?
Nervous, but I'm good.
Oh, God, don't be nervous. If there's any place to not be nervous, it's right here. Your parents should stress you out more than this. Did you want to perform today?
Yes.
You got it. I'm just going right down the row here. Is it Yelena?
Yes.
And where are you from, Yelena?
Originally from Russia, but I am now in Washington, D.C.
Russia and D.C. That is awesome. You doing some comedy tonight?
Yes.
You got it.
Thank you.
And we have Aram. Aram, is it Aram or Aram? I forget every time Greg corrects me, and I don't know if he really is correcting me the right way to correct me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's Aram.
Aram, okay, thank you very much. Aram, you doing some time tonight?
Just watching tonight. Thanks.
No worries. Watching. You're welcome to watch. If you change your mind, just go ahead and say, excuse me, I changed my mind. It's no big deal. You can do knock jokes or whatever else you feel like doing. And we got Strap Up. Strap Up, how are you, buddy?
I'm great, sir. And yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. We got a great night of comedy coming. This is a fantastic show. Wait till you see these performers. If you have seen An Evening at the Improv, if you've seen Netflix comedy specials, if you've seen Premium Blend, these guys have seen those shows too. So, right. That's it. Yeah, that's how it works. Strap Up. How you feeling, man? Strap Up. He's from Chicago.
I'm great. I'm great.
Your bass is missing. What happened to the bass?
Oh, it's still up there.
Oh, okay, I don't see it
right above me.
Oh, I got worried, man. I got worried. Didn't want your bass disappearing. All right. We're going to wait just like one more minute or so to see if anybody else comes up. This is going to be a comedy challenge night.
Uh-oh.
What is comedy challenge? You don't have to worry. It's not. It's just all in fun. You don't have to do it, but if you can do it, I want you to do it. I'm going to give you a crazy word, and I want you to somehow put the word in your show without just yelling out the word. Okay? Tonight's comedian challenge word is cattywampus. Cattywampus. Okay, that means not arranged properly. The toddler made everything on the coffee table cattywampus.
Oh, that's funny.
Out of order. So today, try to put that in your act somewhere. If you're talking about anything that's not perfect, you can use that word. The minute you use that word in the comedian challenge, all of us, we're going to scream, yay, and we're going to be all happy. And you know what? It's low-hanging fruit. If you just work that into your show, you get a laugh and everybody cheering. So it's a pretty good little thing to do. All right, we are going to do 4 minutes each today. At 3 minutes, I'm going to hold up this is 1 minute left sign. After that 1 minute goes by, I'm going to hold up this sign. It says, that's your time. Please try to pay attention to the screen because the screen is where your audience is. So you want to focus your attention on the screen. When I say that's your time, please go ahead and start trying to wrap up. You don't have to panic. You don't have to scream, that's my time, but don't take forever or else I'll start fading up the music like it's the Oscars. All right. Here's going to be our lineup. Our lineup is going to go Robert, Akua, Yelena, Strap Up, and I'm putting Leroy last.
Okay.
Leroy, you're closing out our show today. You're going to be the big headliner.
I'm bringing up the rear.
Yeah, you like bringing up the rear, don't you? I can tell. This guy's crazy, man. This guy's crazy. All right. Remember, you can time yourself. It's a good thing to do to time yourself and keep an idea of what your time is. I'm hearing myself coming back at me. Okay, no, I guess it's okay. This is an open mic. Please be respectful of everybody. We're all just trying to have a life. So let's all be respectful because we are all basically in the same place. We're all in our houses. So make yourself at home because you are. All right. If something resembles a joke, do me a favor. Let some air out. Okay. You can let air out of any orifice because we're not in the same room. So it doesn't matter. Just let it out without any further ado. One more thing. If there's a lot of background noise, I'm going to mute you. Don't be offended if I mute you. Sometimes you don't know that we can hear like a jet or a dog or your mom screaming, and we'll go ahead and mute you. So that's it. It's time to start the show. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Woo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, actors and directors, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I'm just glad you're here today joining us for a few minutes of human contact. Make some noise!
Booyah!
Yeah. I like that. Remember, this is a dialogue, man. Stand-up comedy is not a presentation. It's a dialogue, so feel free to chime in if you want to chime in. I'm Kevin Comstock. I'm one of the hosts for Greg Dean Comedy Classes. I'm also one of the teachers. Be sure to check out our website, www.standupcomedy.com, or you can just look up Greg Dean Stand-Up Comedy. All right, let's go ahead and get our performers warmed up here. It's time for a performance. It is Comedians Challenge Night. Everybody's going to try to work the word cattywampus into their show. Cattywampus. If you don't, it's no big deal, but if you do it, you win a prize. It's a trip for two to lovely Pacoima, California, including Motel 6. Yeah, it's
My
nice.
favorite place.
It's nice, man. It's nice. You can bring a dog to Motel 6. That's actually pretty cool. All right, check it out. Our first performer was the inspiration for the real-life Dora the Explorer. He has 2 trained ferrets, and he's a parasailing instructor. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Robert!
Wow.
Wait, that's me. No, my bad. What's up, guys? I'm Robert.
What's up?
Nice to meet y'all. Alrighty, let's get it started. So I have some jokes I wanted to try out. Some are kind of rough, but we will get right into it. So I was thinking about recently my old roommate who's telling me a story about how his old roommate used to pee in the corner of the room every night. And they had a triple occupancy room. So it was 3 roommates and 2 of them shared a bunk bed. And my poor old roommate was the one on the bottom bunk of the pee gremlin, or the super soaker, I like to call him. The other 2 roommates in the morning, though, the pee guy would never admit that he did it. Every morning they would leave a note to be like, clean up after yourself, you peed again. And he would never go back, and he would just never admit it. Ooh, God, so nervous. Literally in my room by myself, staring at 4 people on a computer screen. I'm just like, I feel like I'm sweating in here, drank too much coffee.
You're hilarious. Keep going.
Relax, bro. We're all in this together. If the ship goes down, we all go down together.
That's good.
We'll call you Pissy.
Perfect. All righty.
Settle down, Leroy.
That needs more to it. So okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen recently, but Paddington 2 beat out Citizen Kane on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
It's like beat out the movie that has the perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes. Citizen Kane was like cult classic, changed filmmaking forever. And then Paddington 2, family talking bear movie. And they're somehow scored in the same, I don't know who is scoring them or what's going on, but evidently someone's decided that those are both equally great movies. So this started as like I was writing this joke, but then I actually started doing more research, and I was wrong. Paddington 2 is actually a great movie. It makes sense. Sorry, I lost track of my thing. All right, you guys. Another thing I noticed recently, Shaquille O'Neal has been involved in a lot more commercials lately, and I've been loving it because I used to love Shaquille O'Neal. Like, he was a big deal to me. He was Steel. So how are all these companies just now realizing that Shaq is the perfect spokesperson? He's 7'1", former athlete and America's sweetheart. He was on Cribs, and he has no respect. It makes no sense. And how hard is it? Put him next to something tiny, and boom, it's viral. Literally, he's a giant. How hard is it to break the internet with him? I said that wrong. How can you not make a funny, entertaining commercial with 7'1" giant former professional basketball player whose favorite thing is Superman? And that's not a knock at him. I love Superman. That's just saying, he's cool. So he has a good sense of humor. Let's have some fun. I want Shaq in tiny cars. I want Shaq on Mars. I want Shaq hiding behind things too small for a Shaq. Because everyone knows Shaq, like Godzilla, can only be seen from a distance and one body part at a time. So we could just start this. Just picture Shaq like a kaiju behind just the New York City skyline. He's just hiding behind a building. His head peeking out. And it's just his chrome dome shining like the Daily Planet on top of, or the globe on top of the Daily Planet. And he's just hiding. And then the green sports car that all generals drive pulls up. And Tokyo Drift style is just like, because generals, they all have sports cars and mustaches. It's a prerequisite. But he's like, silly Shaq, I found you. And then Shaq comes out from behind the building and sits in the general's tiny car. Oh, but like Grinch style. I don't know if you guys remember that movie, but he was like in the tiny car. He had to like pick up his legs to get to the car moving. So then they just drive off into the distance. And that I think should be done soon.
Wait, say something with cattywampus. Cattywampus.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It means out of order.
That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
All right. His comedy was cattywampus. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert! All right.
Thank you, guys.
It's Comedian Challenge. Ambitious. You haven't heard this. We're doing Comedian Challenge tonight, which means you have to try to work a word into your show. The word tonight is cattywampus. It means out of order. Okay, so you're going to try to put cattywampus in there without just screaming, cattywampus, I said it! Okay, just try to put it in some context of some kind. All right, let's keep this thing going. Man, this is exciting! I'm so excited. Dude, if tell your roommate, if you got a roommate who's peeing in the corner, move out! Seriously, God, that is just horrible. He's got to be doing some kind of drugs or something. Who pees in the corner of their room? Usually just drug addicts and bums.
He's just not telling the right thing to do. I would tell him take them damn pissy sheets off and lay them on his face in the morning. He'll get the idea.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Awesome. We like that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next performer. You guys feeling it? It's all cattywampus around here, but I'm feeling it. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer is the personal assistant for Ben Affleck. Discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun and has 7 toes on each foot. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Akua!
All right, how's everyone doing?
All right.
It's great. Oh, thanks. That one person, appreciate it. So last weekend, me and my mom went to Chicago, and I haven't been to Chicago in a long time. But when I tell you those Chicago streets are rough, whoo, they are. Man, there were so many potholes on those streets. I thought there was more potholes on the streets of Chicago than there were people in the whole universe. Okay, I'm gonna work that joke out. Okay, clearly there's not enough. You haven't been to Chicago in a while. All right. And I started thinking, what are politicians doing out there? Like, where is the tax money going? Because they are not going to these streets in Chicago. I mean, the streets were bumpier than Mel Gibson's career after The Passion of the Christ. It was rough, people.
That's a goodie.
And I'm like, dude, what do the politicians need? Do we need a bake sale or potluck or GoFundMe from Gorilla Glue to get these potholes filled? I'm like, what's happening, people? What is happening? I was shocked. The whole trip was just rough. We rented a car that looked like Miley Cyrus, used a wrecking ball to hit it. Okay, no one knows that song. That's fine. No one knows that shit. That's cool. I thought I lost my license and my debit card, but it was in my book bag. So, I can't see. And I felt like gentrification failed parts of Chicago. I really did feel that way. Because it felt like times it was broke and rich in certain places. I didn't understand that. Because when we were driving, we actually went by my old elementary school back in Chicago. I was like, oh shit, it's still here. I was shocked it was still there. But it was next door to a high rise that looked like they spent $10 million on this high rise. Like the high rise looked like the Hercules of buildings, while my elementary school looked like the Daffy Duck of buildings. It looked like the cattywampus of buildings. Is that
Oh yeah.
it looked like the cattywampus of
All
buildings.
right. All right.
And I was just like, what the fuck, dude? I know it's been a long time since I went to the school. I like went to school back there like in 1902, but still, y'all could have upgraded that shit. So again, I was like, what are the politicians doing with the tax money? What's happening? Who's from Chicago? Star Trek, that's you? I'm sorry if I mentioned it.
Yeah.
What's happening in Chicago? What is happening, dude? I don't know. I don't know. Strap up. What's happening? Because I was shocked. And I guess what's really bothering, I said, maybe I'm just being outraged because it's the pandemic. And I feel like since the pandemic happened, I'm just being outraged about any old thing. Because last time, a few weeks ago, I went to a hotel and I saw this girl do something. I was like, no, this bitch did. Don't she know it's a pandemic going on? You know what she was doing? She was walking through the hotel with no socks or shoes on, just straight skin on carpet. I'm like, don't she know Corona? Yes! Don't she know Corona can be on the carpet? Don't she know that? Like, I know that's ridiculous, but I guess got outraged for no reason. I feel like a lot of us may have gotten outraged a little bit more than we needed to be during this time, because I was on TikTok and this girl was saying that her ex-boyfriend would not wipe his behind after he pooped because he thought it was gay. And I was like, yo, yeah. And I was like, yo, if he think wiping his ass is gay, he don't want to know what brushing your teeth means. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And I was like, yo, I don't understand. And I thought, how afraid do you have to be of being gay that you will not put toilet paper to your behind and wipe after you poop? That's like someone saying, I'm not going to shave my armpits because it's going to make me a drag queen. Okay, dude, 20 minutes of shaving your pits will not turn you into RuPaul. All right? It's not happening. It's not happening. The time it takes to become RuPaul does not amount to the time it takes to shave your pits. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I just got, I really got upset. And I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe guys, you can help me out. I feel like the homophobic thing is getting a little bit out of hand because I liked a guy once and he was telling me how cute he thought his son was going to be when he grew up. And then he ended it with no homo. I was like, ooh, I don't know what you said that was gay, but I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because then I started thinking that's like a mother saying, oh, her son is going to be cute. And then she's like, no incest. Ooh, I don't know what you thought that was going to go. But I wasn't thinking.
Give her a chat round of applause.
Great.
Fun. We had a lady last week, and she was doing comedy, and she said, "Oh, my son is 17 years old, and he's at his sexual peak, and I'm 30 whatever, and I'm at my sexual peak." And everybody like went, "Ugh." And then she's just looked at the audience, and she goes, "You people are sick. I'm not going to fuck my son."
Again?
It's such a great moment. These are the kind of moments that happen right here, only on this open mic. I'm not kidding. This is the weirdest thing there is. I'm telling you, that's the most I've ever heard about gay butt wiping.
Yes.
You don't want to hear that TikTok though. That was even worse.
I'm not going there. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer. She's the inventor of Pop-Tarts. She fluently speaks Pig Latin, and she's served as a member of Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Yelena!
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
She's scared.
Son, who just turned 14. Because of this pandemic, his school is online. And he got all C's. I called his teacher and I said, under these conditions, my son should be getting all A+. And she said, why? And I said, he's still alive. My daughter just took her driving test. And because of this pandemic, the MVA officer will not get in the car with her. And they said, I'm so proud of you. You're just like me. Even before a pandemic, when I drive, nobody gets in the car with me either. My daughter is smoking all the time, and it smells funny. I asked her, what are you smoking? And she said, oh, that is herb sage. It gets rid of coronavirus. I am so proud of her. She's so caring. She smokes all the time, all over the house. She was smoking in the kitchen, and my husband walked in and he's like, what is this smell? Are you smoking pot? And I said, just because this kitchen looked like Caravampas.
Yeah!
Hey!
You took the challenge and you accepted.
Good.
You don't know me at all. I don't smoke pot. I eat edibles. I used to hate going to my husband's business parties. I'd rather stay home in bed, read a good book, but I don't feel this way anymore. I miss my husband's boss pinch me in the ass. I kill for that. I miss interacting with people. I was in a grocery store, and this nice guy struck up a conversation with me. And I said, thank you so much for talking with me, because I don't go out anymore. I don't fly anymore. I don't go out to drink anymore. I don't get together with friends anymore. I don't hug anymore. I don't kiss anymore. I feel so isolated. I feel depressed. And he said, ma'am, I'm so sorry you feel this way. But could you please answer the question? Paper or plastic? I am interested in this new popular trends in America, like cryotherapy, where you submit yourself voluntarily to this sub-zero temperatures, or intermittent fasting. Then you starve yourself every day for the most of the day. And then there is minimalism. Then you can't own more than 100 things. And basically, they call it this living is more meaningful and happy life. In Russia, we call it Siberia. I think there's too many choices in America, like chicken. It's KFC, chicken fillet, Popeyes, like free range, grass-fed, organic, non-GMO, no soy fat, no cruelty, gluten-free, humanely raised. Well, in Russia, we don't have this problem. You want a chicken? If you find one, you catch it and kill it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yelena, give her a round of applause. Yeah, that's your time. A little bit long, but no big deal. Check it out. You're talking about all the learning at home. My kids are learning at home, and you know, it's one thing to balance a job and teaching your kids, but the thing that sucks most about working from home and your kids being home is I'm the school janitor. Okay? I'm the school janitor. I don't get one job. I get 6. I'm the principal, school janitor, hall monitor. Hey, you better have a note. No gum. Sorry. I had my little moment. All right. This next performer, ladies and gentlemen, he's an outlaw in Peru, a veteran in love, and an expert in stucco. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Strap Up!
All right.
Yay. Blah, blah, blah. Bang, bang. Okay, let's get into it. Robert, I have lost you. I don't see you anymore, but fuck it. The P Monster thing was hilarious. I have all the questions. I need to know if the guy was drunk or was that just his kink? No judgment. That's not a judgment call. I just need to know if some people into P play. Whatever. I'm not going to judge. Who are we? Next thing is you said the Paddingtons 2 was better than Citizen Kane. I honestly, I get that Citizen Kane was never my favorite movie, so I personally put the Anal Wizards Christmas special over that. But that's just me. Again, no judgment. Akua, hey, Chi-Town. All right, what's going on, young lady?
I'm good.
All right, down in Atlanta. I think you're right. Chicago, we got it's a toss-up between crackheads and potholes. You got to figure out which. It depends on what day it is. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what day. You never know. The fact that you said this was a gentrification fail, all my shit. That's funny as fuck. Like gentrification fail. Like just to walk around and be like, oh, I wish they gentrified this fucking area. Like what the fuck? That's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna steal that. Thank you. No. You said the girl walking on the carpet in the midst of the pandemic was disgusting. I think walking on her hotel carpet just in general, even if you're in your room, is fucking disgusting. Like we all realize as adults that that's just settled cum and herpes on the ground, right? We understand this as a fucking group, right? There's no need. Okay, moving on. Not wiping equals gay. That's fucking hilarious to me. It's also very telling that I don't think I do well as a gay man because I gag when I brush my teeth. So I don't think it's for me, but that's just me. Whatever. To each his own. I guess maybe one day I can learn. I don't know. Yelena, hey, Yelena, I think that's your name. There you go. Great job. It's always nice to have celebrities. You look like Michelle Pfeiffer and I don't know, maybe the human skeletal. But anyway, so Yelena, you've got. I'm proud of you. I'm brave. You're so brave. I really do appreciate the fact that you left our former president and you're out here venturing on your own. My heart goes out to you, young lady. Thank you for so much for what you had to endure for us. Thank you. We really do appreciate you. Speaking of our former president, it's been roughly 4 months since the siege on the Capitol, and I, Strap Up, now declare that it's fucking funny. I don't care what you think. The siege on the fucking Capitol was goddamn hilarious, and I know some of you are gonna clench up your buttholes, but just relax a little bit, and it'll only hurt a little bit. Okay, so it's hilarious, irrespective of whatever your political leaning may be. I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to do that, so you can calm down. So if you lean left, or your brain is a little bit cattywampus, yeah! Thank you. Again, I'm not going to get political. So if you're a Trump supporter or you're someone who can fucking read, what I'm saying is that I'm not going to bash you. If you were someone who voted for the melted Cheetos wrapper that looks like the remnants of the late term abortion of melanoma and regret, I am not going to tell you how you should feel. What I will say though is let's just think about the visuals. We had flag waving, we got the crowd chanting, we had people in rascal scooters scooting in a fucking rebellion. Let's just think about that. The Walgreens coalition of geriatric rapscallions on rascal scoot. Just think about that for a second. Can you imagine going to another fucking country and seeing how Libya did their revolution and seeing motherfuckers in wheelchairs? That makes no goddamn sense. I've seen younger people riot doing granny porn. It makes no goddamn sense. And I'm done. That's my time.
All right.
Strap up and hold on when that guy hits the stage. Sometimes people say that I look like somebody who would storm the Capitol.
Yeah, you do.
That's only because I wear an American flag as a cape. It helps me fly. All right. Hey, Ambitious, you going to do some comedy tonight?
Sure.
All right, you're up next, Ambitious. Ladies and gentlemen, this next performer creates electronic dance music using a didgeridoo, holds the world record for pogo stick bouncing, and has a great recipe for dung beetles. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Ambitious May!
Hey guys. Hi.
Hey,
I'm kind of rusty. I haven't done any comedy in a couple of weeks. I've been doing some studying. So how are all of you guys doing tonight or this evening? I don't know whatever time it is right now.
all right.
I'm doing as much as I can.
Good. So I don't know if you know, but I turned 50 this year. Give it up for 50. Yes. All right. And I was stuck in the house because of the coronavirus. So I'm not really counting that I'm 50 right now. And so every other day of this year is my happy unbirthday. I'll start over in 2022. I'll be 50 then. But what's funny is that all my high school friends that I grew up with are turning 50 this year too. And they're like, yeah, they have all these creative ways that they're announcing that they're turning 50. Yeah, I'm 50 and nifty. Yeah, I am 50 and fabulous. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just 50 and fat.
You all right, girl.
A friend, one of my good friends, she told me she didn't like that joke. Okay, she said, "You're better than that joke." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not better than that joke. It's an easy joke. You just get it right in and just be done with it." You're not fat. You're voluptuous. You're curvy. And I'm like, yeah, so are exercise balls. Exercise balls are curvy. I've been in for a year. I've been like self-isolating for a year. I'm okay with, being a little fluffy, for lack of a better term. But I finally got my vaccinations. I'm fully vaccinated. I got my 2 shots. Yep.
Got mine.
Yeah. Because for a moment there, I was trying to figure out what's harder, getting the vaccination or getting into Trader Joe's. Because it's hard to get in Trader Joe's, am I right? It's like trying to get into a club. They have a velvet rope. You gotta dress a certain kind of way. Where's your mask? Like, okay, there's a dress code. Okay. You ever get to Trader Joe's and it's so crowded, you have to park in the back way in the back, and then you like so excited and you go running up to the front to get inside of Trader Joe's and you realize you left your fucking mask in the car. So you got to start over again. It's like, damn it. I was right there. I really started to ask myself, is tangerine juice and 15-minute brown jasmine rice worth all of this? And yes, it is. It is. Because what else am I going to drink with my gin? Are you kidding? So I guess the challenge is we're supposed to use this word cattywampus. Cattywampus. Cattywampus?
Cattywampus.
What?
Cattywampus.
I don't know. It just kind of sounds like I want all the men in here to touch my cattywampus.
She said it and she used it in a different use right there.
Cattywampus sounds like something that men do, like women gossip, but men cattywampus.
Anything called it.
Can you imagine going into the hospital, like you're going to the doctor and you're like, I have this thing on my thing. And they're like, well, you have a little cattywampus. Just take some of this ointment right here and, call me in 2 weeks. It's so crazy. Cattywampus. Hell yeah. Put your hand on my cattywampus and pee in the corner.
Call back.
All right, guys, that's my time.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Calling back, man. Nothing. Not a lot of jokes work as good as calling back the guy that pisses in the corner. The guy that pisses in the corner, that brings the house down. I know, man. This is crazy. This is right here. This is what it's all about.
The guy
Oh,
that cleans
yeah.
up the piss takes the joke.
I got my second COVID shot last Friday, and I'm very excited about it because I'm sick of wearing a mask. Because for me, anytime I wear a mask, it's a bad hair day. Don't be alarmed. I don't have a skunk eating my chin. All right, let's bring our next performer up. We're going to close out the show. He'll probably say penis. Ladies and gentlemen, is a ruthless bookie, a concrete analyst, and an abstract artist. Put your hands together for Leroy Love.
Leroy.
Leroy, what's up?
Okay, I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. All right, everybody's got a crazy relative. Everybody. Now, earlier today, I was talking to my crazy nephew. He lives up there in Vermont. And I said, what the fuck are you doing up there in Vermont? It's not that many black people. That's normally a cold fucking state. He said, yeah, I know, but it's pretty cool up here. He says, I got a new nickname. And I said, what's your nickname? He said, don't get offended, Uncle. He said, but I call myself Magilla the Gorilla, the Pussy Killer. I'm like, what the fuck? What's this all about? He said, well, you know, it's not too many black girls up here. He says, couple of Hispanics, but it's more white girls. I said, I was wondering why every time you Zoom me or something, I see you with a white girl. He said, that's the King Kong effect, Uncle. And I say, what the fuck is the King Kong effect? He said, you don't know about King Kong? I said, enlighten me. He says, well, remember, King Kong was on an island, minding his fucking business. What they was doing is they were sacrificing black women to King Kong. So King Kong was eating a lot of pussy and eating the whole woman. And I said, uh-huh. When all of a sudden they bring in the white girl. The white girl come to the island. They put her out there and King Kong say, what the fuck? The other meat, not dark meat, the other meat. So this motherfucker got a whiff of that pussy. He got a whiff of that pussy and it drove this motherfucker crazy. He snatched her ass up and took her off through the jungle. But the white man ain't gonna let you take his woman now. No, no. So then after fucking King Kong. Now you know, that's what I call some crazy shit. But they tried it through the jungle after this motherfucker and got to where he was. And King Kong fought dinosaurs, all these perils for this fucking white girl. And they stole her ass back. Oh Lord, what the fuck did they do that for? This motherfucker come trampling through the jungle and tearing shit apart. But when they got to where they were in that big temple, they gassed this motherfucker's ass. They gassed him. All right, okay, well, we're gonna take this motherfucker back to America because first off, this is a stupid motherfucker to do all this for that white girl. We're gonna take his ass back to America. So they put him on that ramp and they took him back and they chained his ass up. And it's gonna make a spectacle of him. And lo and behold, that goddamn girl, white girl, walked in with her goddamn cattywampus. Shit. And King Kong got a whip of that shit. And that motherfucker went crazy. He started tearing fucking shit up. That's not the theater. And they saying, this motherfucker done lost his mind. They call out the Air Force, the police, everybody. That stupid motherfucker's gonna climb the tallest building because he think that's the shit. Because that's what he did back in the jungle. And they put the white girl up there as they shooting this motherfucker. He's saying, can I get a sniff of that cattywampus? She say, you motherfucker. You want the motherfucker. Adios, amigos. That's me.
Leroy! Get a whiff of that cattywampus.
Cattywampus.
Never heard that. Let's get a whiff of the cattywampus. I'm telling you, man, this stuff only happens right here at this open mic. All right.
Yelena, are you on edibles right now? Okay.
Are you sitting on something? Are you sitting on something?
Every time I go to the open mics, virtual or real, people always saying, we need to put you on a payroll for laughing.
You're what we call the keynote laugher, man. We all look to you for the laughs. So thank you for being here and thank you for sharing with us today. Let's talk about what we learned. It was a crazy Wednesday here. It was Cattywampus night at the Great Bean Wednesday open mic. We learned about a pea gremlin super soaker and that Shaq can only be seen from a distance. We learned that Mel Gibson's bumpy career started at Passion of the Christ, and we learned it's gross to walk barefoot on hotel carpet. We learned about that herb sage kills coronavirus, and A pluses because you're still alive. Anal Wizard's Christmas special, and Michelle Pfeiffer combined with a human skeleton. We learned about 50 and fat, and exercise balls are Kirby. And last but not least, we learned about Magilla, Gorilla, Pussy Killer, and that King Kong prefers dark meat.
You betcha.
Robert, Kua, Yelena, Strap Up, Ambitious, Leroy, and our audience member. All right, my name's Kevin Comstock. On behalf of everybody, I just want to say thank you. You guys make this fun for me, so I'm really glad that you came by. Please make sure that you come and visit us again in the future. And we're here 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's the most fun, least pretentious open mic available to you. So please come back. My name's Kevin Comstock. We'll see you next time.
That was awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Have fun.
Bye.
Next time.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you.
Reach out to me on Instagram.
I will.
Standupcomedy.com. GreatBeanStandupComedy.com.
Yay, 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 yay. That was good.